Hey guys, Arclitetanksc here, and I am going to be bringing you a ZvZ in the Masters level, and this is definitely good for all Zerg players to watch, because this is something you really need to pick up on. The techniques used by both players in this game are very good, and, both of them could easily win, and one of them actually does, of course, end up winning. So, Penatrator is going to be our teal Zerg in the top right, and JuneZerg is going to be the dark green Zerg in the bottom left. So, this may be a ladder game, but due to the colors, I kind of doubt it, because ladder games normally spawn red versus blue, so this may be a Koth game, or even a private game, which basically Koth, I'll talk about that in a second, because there is a 7 pool down for JuneZerg. So, when we say 7 pool, just so you know, it means basically he gets 7 supply in drones, which means basically the drones you start with and then one more. And then he builds a spawning pool. Let's take a look at production. We're going to see him building a few more drones, just maybe like 2. And then basically he's going to get ready to build 6 Zerglings and send them over to his base, his enemy's base, as fast as he can to either destroy all the drones or destroy infrastructure or destroy the hatchery. It looks like Penetrator is going to send his scout out now. He is at 13 supply with absolutely no buildings down yet. So that is pretty normal. It looks like he's at 14 supply now, which is normally when we see either an extractor or a spawning pool, and it looks like he may be going a little bit later, but there it is. And this is a really tough situation for him, because normally when you have this type of early rush against you, and you are Zerg, when you do a 14 pool, it doesn't really work out good, because you have to really rely on your drones for defense. And if he gets this drone trapped in here and killed, it could be very bad for him, because he needs every single drone that he has. And it looks like he is just going to have seen that spawning pool. He is going to pull out and build his own spawning pool just now. So he is significantly behind. The spawning pool does take a while to build. And his opponent already has Zerglings, his opponent also bringing all of the drones. So, I really like his technique for 6 pooling. A lot of people think it's just noob cheese, but, it's really one of the things that kind of keeps you honest. It's the thing that makes sure that you don't go 16 hatch every single game against your enemies. And, it actually does work, and it's a part of the game, so we've just got to pretty much learn to deal with it. And bringing the drones with is good, because it definitely throws your enemy off, because they have to rely on their drones, and this amount of drones can easily kill 6 Zerglings. But when you put some drones into the mix, it definitely helps to level out the playing field, especially if you keep the Zerglings front. Looks like he's going to move in, trying to pick off some drones. He is going to get 1, probably, maybe 2. It looks like they're both going to engage and fall back. So I wish I could select all these units and have the team shown. But let's put up some health bars for a little bit why they are fighting, because I've lowered the graphics, so it should be able to run pretty smoothly. But both players are pretty much just really apprehensive to attack, because JuneZerg did put down these 2 spine crawlers, so he's pretty much waiting for the spine crawlers to come in, and they can reach the hatchery from this location. So basically, if he defends those, you can destroy the hatchery of Penetrator, and it looks like Penetrator also going to fall back again. Maybe he should go for his own type of spine crawler. He does have 100 minerals, so he needs to bring in a little bit more, and then he should be pretty much good to lay this stuff down. So it looks like he is going to be at 70 minerals. Bringing in some more Zerglings is definitely a good choice. Or actually, drones. I'm surprised by that, because his hatchery is definitely going to go down unless he can really muster up a defense against it. And something important to note that really kind of cost JuneZerg the game is he didn't wait an extra second. If he would have waited and gathered 50 more minerals, he would have been able to build a drone at his base and started up his economy again. And it looks like they are going to move in and take out the hatchery of Penetrator. So an important thing to note about this hatchery is that basically now all these buildings except for this extractor are dead eventually. No matter what, the creep is receding, and Zerg buildings off of creep do bleed out. So it looks like 4 Zerglings pushing forward for Penetrator. Those are his only Zerglings, and they will get killed if they can get separated by JuneZerg, or if they do run up to JuneZerg's his spine crawlers. So the spine crawler already almost off creep. Same for JuneZerg's though. And JuneZerg needs to be careful with moving them, because his force is smaller, so it could be killed by the larger force of Penetrator. But, he definitely has to move them or lose them, literally. It looks like he's going to try and move them around because he does need to pick off the spawning pool and extractor. It's just really a matter of time right now. And Penetrator's seeing this for sure, that he knows he's going to die no matter what. All these buildings will die except for his extractor, which he cannot any longer defend. But here's the deal right now. He does have 70 gas, so he can build one thing with 70 gas, and that is another extractor. So basically, if he can use these drones here, and he can destroy the base of JuneZerg, which has no units in it, and protect his own extractor at the bottom of the ramp here, he will live. But something important to note, though, is that he is actually being revealed now because his hatchery is down, so JuneZerg will be able to see this hatchery, so it's not by any means hidden. But basically, JuneZerg's only building left is this single spine crawler, which will bleed out eventually if his base is destroyed. That's all he's got left, and it will die eventually. So basically, he has no extractors, so once this hatchery goes down, this spawning pool will eventually die. So really, at the moment, all Penetrator has to do is defend his extractor. So, you know, this is also really good with proxy type stuff, especially cannon proxies, is really trying to save a little bit and then protect your, or not protect, but attack your enemy's base, because a lot of times when you have this type of proxy where they're already at the front door inside your base, they don't have much at their own base to defend it, and you can just get over there and kill it quite quickly. So I'm pretty sure Day 9 could do a really good analysis of this. I've just tried to show you it and really tell you what's going on, so that you could see why he did win. And it looks like he is going to kill the spawning pooler. Now it's just pretty much a time race until the spine crawler bleeds out, and that is all the time that JuneZerg has left to destroy this extractor. He does have a inferior force because he did lose some of them to that spine crawler inside the base of Penetrator. Penetrator is going to come down on the ramp, and he has to kill him before he takes out this extractor here. And it looks like the spine crawler is at 30 health now through 20, and it looks like it is going to go down along with these units if Penetrator does attack. But his extractor is getting very low, and there goes the spine crawler with no health left, and the replay is complete because Penetrator did win as the spine crawler died. And normally we don't see this. Normally we see GG and then player X has left the game, but JuneZerg actually just completely running out of buildings, and that is why he lost. So I will be commentating another game between TLO and Vortex, but thank you guys for watching this one. This is just a quick one to show you guys how to defend a 6 pool good in top level ZvZ. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.